we're about to dive deep into the super high-stakes world of insider trading in India. For a lot of people in finance, the line between just doing your homework and making a mistake that could end your career, well, it's thinner than you might think. And we're going to explore it all through a story that puts you right in the middle of a huge ethical and financial dilemma. So let me ask you this. Imagine you get a secret tip, a sure thing, a piece of information that you know is going to make a stock pop, and it could mean a life-changing amount of money for you. It's pretty tempting, right? Well, that exact scenario is at the very heart of the laws we're breaking down today.
So to really get a handle on these rules, let's meet the analyst at the center of our story. She's about to walk into a situation that is going to test her judgment, her ethics, and her entire career. Okay, so this is Priya. She's no rookie. She is a sharp, really experienced analyst. She's been covering a major pharmaceutical company, Pharmacorp India, for years. I mean, she knows this industry inside and out. And that expertise, it's about to put her in a very, very tricky position. So, picture this. After a totally routine investor meeting, the CFO of Pharmacorp pulls her aside and drops this bombshell on her, off the record. This isn't some public announcement or press release, it's a secret. And a secret like that, in the world of finance, is incredibly powerful and dangerous. So what on earth is Priya supposed to do now? Well, before we find out, we need to really understand the legal minefield she just stepped into. So let's pause the story and deconstruct the rules that are now going to govern her every single move. You have to understand, the second the CFO finished that sentence, Priya's legal status changed. Just like that. Boom. She instantly became an insider, not because of her job title, but simply because she was now in possession of information that the public doesn't have. And what exactly is this information she has? Well, the law calls it unpublished price-sensitive information, or UPSI for short. The easiest way to think about it is to ask two simple questions. 1. Is it secret? Yes. 2. If it got out, would it be a big enough deal to move the stock price? Oh, absolutely. That makes it a textbook case of UPSI. And believe me, the definition of UPSI is incredibly broad. It's not just some blockbuster drug approval. It could be anything from quarterly results before they're released to news of a merger or even that a key executive is about to quit. Basically, if it's private and it can move the market, it's almost certainly UPSI. Okay, last definition, I promise. What does trading actually mean here? Well, the law is smart about this. It's not just about you logging into your brokerage account and clicking the buy button. It covers any agreement or action to deal in securities. This super wide definition is there for a reason, to close any and all potential loopholes. All right, so let's recap. Priya is now an insider, and she's holding some serious UPSI. So what now? Well, this new status brings with it 3 very clear, very strict rules that she absolutely cannot break. This is where the rubber really meets the road. It really boils down to 3 simple commandments. First, you can't communicate the information to anyone else. No tipping off your friends or family. Second, you can't try to get this kind of information in the first place. You can't go asking for tips. And third, and this is the big one, you absolutely cannot trade while you have this information. It is really that straightforward. The rules are simple enough, right? But what if you break them? What's the actual risk here? This is where the temptation of a quick profit meets a very, very harsh reality. Just take a look at that number. Let it sink in. 25 crore rupees. And get this, that's the minimum penalty that SEBI can hit you with. Or it's 3 times the profit you made, whichever one is higher. It's just a staggering, career-destroying number. And if you think a massive fine is the worst part, you're not even close. We're also talking about potential prison time, up to 10 years. You'll have to give back every single rupee of illegal profit, plus interest. And your professional reputation, your career, gone. Just poof. Forever. So why are the penalties so incredibly severe? I mean, what's the big deal? Well, this quote from the Supreme Court of India really gets to the heart of it. Insider trading isn't just about making a sneaky profit. It's considered a fraud. It's about rigging the game and destroying the trust that makes a fair market possible for every single person. Okay, so now that we know the rules and we definitely know the stakes, let's get back to Priya. She's standing at a crossroads, a huge potential gain on one side and absolutely catastrophic consequences on the other. So, what did she do? Priya made her choice. She didn't trade, she didn't buy a single share. And later, when her brother called asking for a stock tip, she knew that even hinting at PharmaCorp would be illegal tipping. So she just gave him some general advice instead, protecting not just her career, but him too.
Let's just put her decision into stark financial terms. Look at this. She passed on a potential illegal profit of, under 2 lakhs? And in doing so, she avoided a potential penalty of at least 25 crores. I mean, when you see the numbers laid out like that, it wasn't really much of a choice at all, was it? But you know, the real payoff here goes so much deeper than just avoiding a fine. By following the rules, Priya upheld the integrity of the entire market. Her decision, and the law itself, is all about making sure that the stock market is a level playing field for every single investor, from the huge institutions all the way down to the smallest retail player just starting out. And that really leaves us with one final thought to chew on. The rules, as we've seen, seem pretty black and white. But in our world of instant messaging, nonstop news, and constant information flow, where do you draw the line between just doing really diligent research and accidentally crossing over into possessing inside knowledge? That's a question every single person in the market has to ask themselves every single day.